Reality bites back against the Omnibus Bill. NGOs raise environmental concerns over government plans. Open skies attract budget airlines. And the killers of Umma Aguilera are now in custody. Welcome to A Bloke in Buenos Aires, presenting news and views in English from the capital of Argentina. Please feel free to like, subscribe and leave a comment. There was something of a triumph of pragmatism over ideology towards the end of last week, which makes a refreshing change. In order to smooth the passage of the so-called Omnibus Bill through Congress, some of the more hard-to-swallow fiscal reforms have been removed from the bill. A lot of the parts taken out are to do with tax reforms. This doesn't mean that the articles are completely gone from Milei and Caputo's plans. It's just that some of the parts of the bill with harsher financial impact will be introduced more slowly. A vote on the bill is scheduled for Tuesday. While the Omnibus Bill continues to bounce around in Congress, environmental groups have come forward to present their concerns about the effects elements of the bill may have on Argentina's wildlife. The Omnibus Bill seeks to remove protections from natural spaces to open them up for commercial exploitation. There are three areas of concern: the forests, the ocean and the glaciers. The bill would strip 80% of Argentina's natural forests of their protected status to allow for clearing for agriculture. The seas around Argentina would basically be opened up to anyone who wants to come and fish, and glaciers would lose their protections and become areas for exploitation by mining companies. All of this appears to be very short-termist thinking and fails to consider the wider impact that these policies would have. Overfishing won't just affect fish stocks, but would damage the food chain all the way up to birds and sea mammals. Deforestation, as well as a shocking loss of biodiversity, would break all kinds of international treaties and might make Argentina's agricultural produce unsaleable around the world. And glacial mining would inevitably contaminate water sources, not only for people but also for things like the wine industry. Lawmakers might do well to view the wider picture. Another issue which always angers environmentalists is air travel. While not having a complete monopoly on flights, the national carrier, Aerolíneas Argentinas, does have protectionist legislation on its side, which sees more than 50% of air travel run by the state-owned company. Along with staff cuts leading towards eventual privatization, Aerolíneas Argentinas is going to be hit by increased competition as Milei's government pursues an open skies policy. The Argentine budget airline Flybondi has been offering extremely low promotional prices to fly between cities, as low as $10 between Buenos Aires and Mar del Plata. Other low-cost airline companies such as JetSmart from Chile, Gol from Brazil and Paraná from Paraguay are planning to start international flights between Argentina and other destinations in South America. Air travel is notoriously toxic for the climate and general air quality and is something other parts of the world are trying to reduce, including Europe and China, who are moving more and more onto electric trains to clean up their air pollution problems. Argentina, particularly in Patagonia, is known for having the cleanest air in the world, so I guess it can handle a few extra planes. Besides, with cheaper flights available, I might finally get down to Ushuaia. And in other news, continuing from a report in the previous video, all 4 fugitives responsible for the murder of 9-year-old Umma Aguilera have now been detained, including the actual shooter. The little girl was shot in the head during a bungled attempted robbery last weekend. She was the daughter of 2 police officers, one of whom works in the personal security detail of Security Minister Patricia Bullrich. The incident has reopened a discussion around security, particularly in Buenos Aires province, which was a major issue during the election campaign. Over the last 6 months, there have been a number of robberies and murders of children and teenagers, and the public demand that something must be done about crime. Whilst Argentina is generally considered one of the safest countries in South America, there's been a rise in violent crime over the past few years, with the criminal justice system often seen as a revolving door for younger criminals. President Milei suggested the age of criminal responsibility may be lowered from 16 to 14. That's some of the news from Buenos Aires over the last few days. Let me know what you think about these and any other recent topics in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to see more similar content. And if you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee in the link below. And until next time, que tengas un buen día.